Jay-Z is one of the richest musicians on the planet right now with a whopping $1 billion net worth. In this video, we'll talk about how Jay-Z hustled to become a billionaire and also tell you how he spends his money. So keep watching till the very end. How did Jay-Z make his wealth? It's been almost 2 years since Forbes named rapper and hip-hop musician Jay-Z the first billionaire hip-hop artist. But it didn't begin this way for the 51-year-old rapper. He didn't always have the dough that he does now. Let's look at how Jay-Z made his wealth. Starting with some background. Jay-Z's entrepreneurial journey began as a hustler on the streets of one of New York's most dangerous neighborhoods, or Bed-Stuy as it's called. He was selling drugs at the time, and with the kind of background he had, that's completely understandable, since younger Jay-Z had a family to provide for and support financially. But Jay-Z always had a talent for some sick rhythms, and his rhyme schemes always impressed his peers. Jay-Z realized this at the right time and knew he had to do something else. At the time, Jay-Z also had a mentor, coincidentally, a guy named Jay-zo. Jay-Z knew he had some practice to do, but he didn't shy away from rapping for all the people of his city. He soon found himself gaining popularity and released his first single titled In My Lifetime in 1995. However, no major record label found signing him worth it. That didn't hold Z back though, and he decided to pursue things on his own. Partnering up with Damon Dash and Kareem Burke, Jay-Z founded his very own label called Rockefeller Records. The independent label didn't last that long, and Jay-Z and his partners each sold their stakes for $10 million. Jay-Z's popularity had grown exponentially over these years, but he was still a long way from becoming hip-hop's first ever billionaire. Let's look at some of the other entrepreneurial ventures Jay-Z's made that have multiplied his net worth through the decades. So Jay-Z also had a clothing brand named Rocawear that he decided to sell in 2007. The startup went for $204 million, and Jay-Z just seemed to have gotten addicted to investing in different companies from that point onwards. He focused on diversifying his investment portfolio and put his money in startups such as JetSmarter, AOA, Julep, and even Uber. Jay-Z made a $2 million investment into Uber back when the company was valued at only $200 million. We'll take this moment to let you know that Uber has a $85 billion valuation right now, and Jay-Z's stake is believed to be over $100 million. And those aren't the only startups Jay-Z has helped fortify with his cash. His entertainment company, Roc Nation, launched the platform named Arrive that helps startups by giving them brand services, advisory, as well as capital to develop. In exchange for these services, Jay-Z likely receives an invaluable stake in those startups, as well as a chunk of their future profits. Other than that, Jay-Z is the proud owner of two highly successful alcohol companies, Armand de Brignac and Douce, both high-end liquor companies. His streaming platform Tidal, that he bought back in 2015 for $60 million, now stands at a valuation of $600 million. These assets alone are worth about $600 million. So it's the return from these investments and, of course, Jay-Z's music career that have catapulted him among the few billionaires from the entertainment industry. But one thing's for certain, the wealth that Jay-Z has right now wasn't built overnight. He struggled for multiple years before he saw his efforts enter the fruition period. How does Jay-Z spend all his wealth? Now for the even more interesting part. Jay-Z has made all those stacks, but how does he spend them? Just how luxurious is his life with all that money that he has? Let's have a look. Houses. Are you even a billionaire if you don't have some serious real estate investments lined up? This is very much true for Jay-Z, and here we have his major real estate investments compiled. Back in 2004, Jay-Z spent almost $7 million on a penthouse apartment at 195 Hudson Street. The apartment building spanned across 8,000 square feet with 3,000 square feet of extra terrace space. That's also where he married his sweetheart and current wife, Beyonce. Following their marriage, the couple decided to stay at their Miami Beach compound, which was a 7-bedroom, 8-bathroom beast. It was also a huge deal since there were only 35 homes on the island at the time, and almost all of them belonged to billionaires. Jay-Z sold the place for over $9 million back in 2010. Then there was the beautiful Mardi Gras mansion in New Orleans, Louisiana that Jay-Z and Beyonce splurged on as a couple. The stunning New Orleans church with its bold patterns and vivid color schemes really stood apart from the rest of Jay-Z's modernistic homes. Apparently, a company bought the place for $2.6 million later on. In 2019, the Carters splurged yet again, except this time it was truly an outrageous amount. The palace named the Pond House in East Hampton cost the couple $26 million, and it sure is extravagant with the humongous pool, the beautiful bedrooms, and the gorgeous gardens. Last but not least, the Bel Air mansion in the elite Bel Air neighborhood took Jay-Z a whopping $88 million to buy. This place is an entire fiefdom, more than it's a house, containing 6 separate buildings, mini pools, an entire court for basketball, and independent staff quarters. And rest assured, even living in the staff quarters is living in the lap of luxury, with huge bedrooms and all the facilities you could think of. The house was named the most lavish sale of 2017 of the entire Los Angeles Dallas County. Cars. Jay-Z's $1.4 billion net worth allows him to travel in style. He has a truly insane car collection with some of the most expensive names in the industry resting in his multiple garages at all times. Apparently, Jay-Z is both a vintage and modern type of guy, with cars such as the 1957 Corvette C1, Pagani Zonda F, Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, and a Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport all signed to his name, and the list goes on. He gifted his wife his Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud. Apart from those, Jay-Z also owns a Porsche 911 Carrera Cabriolet, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Ferrari F430 Spider, a Maybach 57S, and oh, there's no other way to go about it without losing your breath. Private jets. You don't always. In fact, you rarely travel by road when you're a billionaire and also have to maintain a billionaire schedule. A private jet is a must. Luckily, Jay-Z's got one of his own that he can whip out whenever he feels like it. He possesses a Bombardier Challenger 850 Learjet that's priced at $40 million. It's a huge plane with all kinds of luxuries on board. Also, it was Beyonce who technically bought him this one, but the couple should own at least one joint bank account, so it still counts. The plane seats 16 people and comes with an entire living room, a kitchen, and multiple luxurious bathrooms, making it a condo more than a jet. Private islands. It's one kind of being wealthy when you have multiple houses, but it's on a completely other level of wealthiness when you have entire islands to your name. Jay-Z got his wife a private island for her 29th birthday, which is located in the Florida Keys. It reportedly cost him $18 million in total, but for the love of his life, it was all worth it. The couple must have spent some great vacations together there, along with their kids. Jay-Z bought another private island just 3 years later for some quality time with his family, and that purchase cost him $2 million. It's located somewhere in the Bahamas and spans 360 acres of land, ensuring some great and peaceful vacations with Beyonce and their children. Both the private islands have grown in value over the years and are now worth many more millions of dollars. Presents. Jay-Z is a true family guy, and that reflects in his lavish gifts he gives to his children and wife. Over the course of their marriage, Jay-Z has bought Beyonce an entire private island, multiple cars, expensive gold and diamond jewelry, as well as entire properties. He also likes to spoil his children, and they're seen flaunting amazing pieces from expensive designers whenever she's in public. Beyonce herself wears some of the most expensive clothing items, and some of them are undoubtedly gifts from her hubby. Jay-Z also exclusively wears designer clothing, which has got to cost a bit, even to a billionaire. And that's it for today's video. We hope you liked it. Which of Jay-Z's extravagant purchases was the most surprising for you? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next one.